Hi, everybody. It is February, I think it's February 27th, around noon. I just finished cleaning up after getting everything together for my first rough inspection. It's going to be framing and rough wiring. I wanted to kind of share the progress of what's going on here at the brewery. And also to document stuff so that once I put the drywall up, I can have a visual references to what's going on behind the walls. So let's start where the electric's coming in. Let's take a look around real quick. All right. Okay. This is the beautiful floor that Dave Couch helped me finish. It was a lot prettier, but it is what it is now. I'll tell you about that sometime. Those of you who have been here before know that this used to be all paneling and all kinds of garbage here. So it's all been gutted. All right, so let's take a look really at the electric is what I'm concerned with most of all today, and the stud work. So the feed coming in for the convenience outlets comes along that cement wall there, and you can see the line coming down and feeding the first outlet. I've got all of the convenience outlets run on one circuit because I don't expect a very heavy load to be necessary. I've put extra loops in there. I saw that online. I hope that's up to local code. I'm not sure. Again, this is rough inspection, so I don't have any outlets in or anything. This is really so they can come in, make sure the amperage and the gauge of everything works out correctly. All right, so I've got outlets at 13.5 inches. I've also got outlets at 53 inches. Those are the only two heights I use for outlets. The horizontal wiring is at 2 feet and at 5 feet. So if you're ever drilling something in here, be aware that at 2 and 5 you've got some cross wires. Everything's stapled down the way that it should be. So we just go from outlet to outlet. I'm not pigtailing. I'm going to go right into the outlets with the wires. Then the line comes up, and it's gonna, it's a little dark up there. Got a junction box where it's gonna split off. One's gonna go to a ceiling fan box that does not need a switch. It's gonna be always on. Actually, behind there you can see the ductwork I've put in. That is also rough. It's not complete. Back to this junction, it splits off again and continues my circuitry. Down to a box facing that way, comes across, goes through the corner, feeds this box, goes down, again 53 inches, and again that goes in at 2, crosses back through. Here I've got let me get a tape measure. Rats. I've got a panel. This is where the control panel for the brew equipment is going to be mounted, and the sink. So starting at 47 inches, all the way up to 80, I've got a surface that I can mount stuff on. There's no electrical running. The plan is also to run water, a tap here, like a garden hose tap, and put the employee sink here. Okay, so coming around, actually there is the drain. All right, so we're basically just feeding still through here. I kind of did it this way to get around having to go through this corner on an angle, which really helped. Here is the weirdo water tap that my plumber put in. I'm still not happy with anything that guy did. I know it looks wet around all of this. I did spray Thompson's water seal along all the edges. So it looks wet, but it is not. And that includes these edges here, also treated, and that stuff too over there, just in case water ever comes that way. All right, so coming across, this area here is where the 3-basin sink will be. So I had to bump the outlets up, and so they'd clear the sink, and then this will be a storage area. Got through the corner there. That was tricky. And now we're just continuing on here. Thermostat's going to be right there. These center pieces, I don't think I really need measurements on those. That's not a big whoop. So that line goes all the way up and across. Ignore all this other wiring for now. It actually, if you look here, there's two wires coming in here. It looks like this is this, but it's not, okay? So that wire comes down, feeds into these 13.5-inch floor outlets, then goes up to there, which will be my television, probably security camera. Okay, so that's that. Again, there's rough ductwork coming in. I'm not sure how well you can see that. Okay, the only other electric coming in here is the lights, and this was existing, so this stuff is hooked up right now. The line is coming in. You can see it coming down there. It's the white 14 gauge wire. I did it right. I actually junction boxes, and I tore out every piece of crappy wiring that was in here. So everything is done up to snuff now. Okay, so that comes down, goes into this outlet, feeds the switches. This is the brewery. This is the little wooden area that I'm standing on now. Goes up. I've got that disconnected because they like to see that kind of stuff on the inspection. My exit sign is going to go here. And then it looks like that continues on, but really that goes down and services some outlets on the other side. I think that covers just about everything. Plan is to have a ceiling fan and track lighting. There you can see the sink that ultimately is going to end up in that space over here. Okay, I think that's it. Very exciting. I'm happy with how everything is going. Thanks, Jess, for everything. You have been awesome through all this. I know this is crazy for both of us. And all my friends. I mean, it's been amazing, the support. And family, of course. So I can't wait to have a beer with all of you. If not at the tap room, in this space. So I'll post another video. If this gets approved, I will be doing a drywall inspection next. Then after that, I'll put up the fiberglass board and I'll do the finished electric inspection. Then after that, my good friend Todd Stevens, TES Electrics, is going to come in and he's going to run the heavy duty wiring. Todd's been awesome. I would not be here without Todd. He's helped me immensely with knowledge and skills and everything else. So thank you, Todd, again. And I'll thank you again, I'm sure, because you've been huge, really. So that covers everything for now. Cheers, guys.